What's going on, everyone? This is Chris, coming to you live from the Ocalapalooza event that we have here scheduled starting tomorrow and moving into Saturday. So I'm using my phone today, so sorry if it comes in a little broken up. I'm trying to get this knocked out for you guys, answer any questions you may have. I'm trying to get this done right before we head over to the registration slash check-in there in Ocala with the team. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to be real quick with this. And again, if you're watching this is kind of a little bit ahead of whenever we would normally do it at 7 o'clock tonight. But again, I'm not going to be here, and I have little to no service where I'm at, so I'm afraid that I might not be able to get it to you guys in time. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. You have my cell phone number, you have my email address, messenger, whatever. Get in contact with me. This should be pretty simple, short and sweet and to the point. Again, we have a Florida Kayak Bass Trail Angler of the Year event that's taking place this weekend on Lake Harris, and for those anglers that are fishing the Ocalapalooza event as well. What that means for you guys is we're going to be using two platforms. Kayak Adventure Series uses Tourney X, and then obviously our event is going to be hosted on the same platform as Fishing Chaos as it normally is. So make sure that you guys understand how to use both of those platforms. Make sure all your apps and settings and locations and services, all of which are needed to acquire your location, make sure that your inbounds are set properly. Make sure that's taken care of so that minimizes any impact that you guys may have while on the water fishing this weekend. So I know there were some questions or concerns about some of the identifiers and codes and all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of clear up as best as I can. I've said it for the past month and a half since we've been talking about this 2 months. Our identifier for our Saturday event, for the Harris event, is going to be the same identifier code as the Kayak Adventure Series is code. What that means is you guys that are fishing in Ocalapalooza, you guys, the identifier, the Kayak Adventure Series identifier card and code is the same. It doesn't matter. This does not have to be a FKBT identifier. As long as you have the Kayak Adventure Series identifier in the picture with that code, your fish are going to be accepted, as long as it is 100% visible and not being blocked in your photos. So day two code is for Ocalapalooza is going to be the same code that our folks down on Lake Harris are going to be using as well. I'm going to try to get that code programmed and released Saturday or Friday night before 7 or right at 7 like it generally is, so you guys should be good to go. If you guys are fishing the Ocalapalooza event and you're not going to be able to make registration or check-in, if you guys go to their website, you can go to the For Anglers tab, and they have printable or downloadable identifier cards there. They have a day 1 and day 2 identifier cards, so make sure you print out plenty of those, and make sure you get the codes and everything there. Also tune in to Drew Gregory. He made a post last night of the Need to Knows for the Ocalapalooza event. Make sure you watch that. Again, make sure you're commenting your name in the comment section below here to make sure that you're getting accounted for on that end as well, to make sure that you're squared away with that. So our Saturday event is going to be the same as it is any other Florida Kayak Bass Trail event as far as the tournament details goes. Lines in is going to be 7 a.m. Lines out is going to be 3 p.m. Okay, so you have 7 to 3. You can launch again 30 minutes ahead of time. So 6:30 is going to be your for the Harris event is going to be your the 6:30 as it generally is for our events. If you're fishing the Ocalapalooza and also signed up for our free Angler of the Year event that's going on, make sure you are abiding by the Ocalapalooza lines in, lines out, which is the same as ours. Make sure that you're abiding by their launch times, scheduling, and reporting back to check in and all of that stuff, right? All of that information can be found on the Ocalapalooza website for anglers, you can go to rules, you can go to Ocalapalooza, and you can check out all of the details in regarding Ocalapalooza. Lake Harris, folks, yes, Joshua, I see that you said the Harris tournament is just Lake Harris. No canals, no creeks, no rivers. If you're fishing Lake Harris, you have to fish the main lake. But for those that, and that's it. That's the only eligible. Those canals are dangerous for people not abiding by the no wake zones, not paying attention. We don't want you guys to be anywhere near those areas with those bass boaters not paying attention, pontoons, jet skis, whatever you name it. So just stay on the main lake. However, a good thing that I'm going to bring up here, if you guys aren't already tracking, sorry, my hair's a mess. I had my hat on all day. If you guys are signed up for the free AOY event, Lake Harris is an extension, right? That y'all can fish that lake, or you guys are eligible to fish any of the Ocalapalooza eligible waters. That is still good to go. You guys are more than welcome to fish those areas. I know Lake Panasofka is going to be our next lake that we fish in March. You guys are more than welcome to go fish Lake Pan. You can fish Rodman, which we just had our tournament on. You can fish Orange Lake. You can fish any of those lakes that you guys want for this particular event on Saturday. You are not restricted to Harris if you just signed up and to fish the free AOY event and paid in for the big bass or whatever. Just know everything that we've done from all of our tournaments as far as captains meetings and things, all of those things still apply to you while competing because you are getting AOI points. If you are fishing outside of the Ocalapalooza limits and are out of bounds in restricted areas, or you're fishing inside or outside of Harris, if you're not fishing in any eligible body of water, then your fish are going to get disqualified. We're going to be going through and looking at those, making sure that all of that is squared away. We have Sean and Daniel Morris are going to be our judges tomorrow. So if you guys have any questions about your fish submissions getting denied, Sean Spears and Daniel Morris are going to be the ones judging tomorrow. I'm gonna pull up something here real quick. Um, Trying to pull up everything on Fishing Chaos real quick. So give me a second. Later, there's an update on Fishing Chaos, so make sure you guys are squared away with that. Make sure you push those updates. Sorry, let's go back. Ocalapalooza Harris. All right, so lines in. Uh, Let me go to Ocalapalooza real quick for you guys. I'm going to go to their website and talk about that for you guys. So Ocalapalooza tournament dates. Again, tonight pre-fishing ends at 5 o'clock, so all anglers need to be off the water in 4 minutes. Opening ceremonies are from 5 to 7 at the Midtown Station. Registration for the tournament ends tonight at 8. So tomorrow's scheduled, they have a Bass U brunch at 10 to 12:30 at the Midtown Station, the same place that we're going tonight for registration. They have a seminar there with a biologist, Sean O'Gorman, and another seminar to be determined around 11:30. Tournament day one. Afternoon, you're gonna have an afternoon session for only folks that are signed up for Ocalapalooza. Ocalapalooza registrants are allowed to fish day one. Launches at 12:30. Lines in is at 3. Lines out is at 7 p.m. on eligible waters. The fish photo deadline for all Ocalapalooza registrants for Friday is 8:30 p.m. So all of your fish need to be submitted and uploaded to the TourneyX platform before 8:30 p.m. For Saturday, and this goes for Ocalapalooza and for your for Harris. It says here launch is at 7 a.m. Lines in is at 7. So for Ocalapalooza, if you're a FKBT member and you're competing in Ocalapalooza, you are not authorized to leave the launch until 7 a.m. Okay. If you are fishing Harris and that's it, and you're not registered to Fish Kayak Adventure Series, you guys are still eligible to launch at that 6:30 time frame and compete. It's normal kayak or Florida Kayak Bass Trail rules apply. But if you're fishing Ocalapalooza, team or individual, whatever have you, you cannot launch until 7. Lines in is at 7. Lines out is at 3. So for Ocalapalooza and the FKBT Harris joint event is lines out is still at 3. And your fish photo deadline. I know there were some questions about this. It is going to be your 4:15 p.m. You have until 4:15 to submit your fish. That goes for Ocalapalooza anglers and the Florida Kayak Bass Trail, Harris, or just people who didn't sign up for the Kayak Adventure Series but are out there fishing the free event. Your fish photo deadline for this event and this event only to mirror theirs is 4:15. Yeah, sorry, I'm sunburned, man. I've been been on the water for a while. Um, Here, fish photo deadline 4:15. Closing ceremony for the Ocalapalooza and the Florida Kayak Bass Trail event is going to be uh, here. It starts for Ocalapalooza at 3 to 5:30 p.m. is going to be yard games, kayak demos, food, etc. And that's going to be the north end behind the Riley Arts Center. The address for the Riley Arts Center, I'll post all that information on our tournament dashboard and in our members only page. Closing ceremonies, the award show will start at 6 o'clock for all of the Kayak Adventure Series Ocalapalooza anglers at the Riley Arts Center. The award ceremony for our event, for this event only, is not mandatory. If you guys are fishing Harris, or if you guys there's no mandatory check-in for this event, this free event. If you're in the top three, and you have big bass, then I would highly encourage you guys to come to the Riley Arts Center. I would highly encourage all of you guys to come to the Riley Arts Center and be a part of this event. It's going to be fun. However, I do know that it's about an hour and some change north or south of where this event's going on. So you have to drive an hour and a half north and then drive an hour and a half plus back to go home. So we've made it not mandatory for this event, but we highly encouraged. Again, for Kayak Adventure Series, the award ceremony starts at 6 p.m. So make sure you're in place there to receive your awards once you guys place. And closing ceremonies, there's an after party from 7:45, and it just really depends on how long you guys want to celebrate celebrate your victories that Saturday night at Midtown with the Kayak Adventure Series crew. We're gonna be there hanging out, having a good time. Again, all of this information can be found on the Ocalapalooza website as well. So make sure you guys, if you have any questions, to reach out to Drew Gregory in regards to any rules or eligible bodies of water for Ocalapalooza. Everything there is at your fingertips on their website. It makes it very easy to know what those rules are. So again, for you folks that are fishing the free Angler of the Year event for Florida Kayak Bass Trail, I'm just going to go through again. Launch is 6:30 for you guys. Lines in is 7. Lines out is 3. Okay. Fish photo deadline submission is going to be 4:15. Our award ceremony is going to be at the Riley Arts Center just outside of that at 5 o'clock. So we're going to start the FKBT award ceremony at 5 o'clock. We're going to do a real quick photos with the first, second place, and third place. If our winner, if the winner of the FKBT event ends up being in the winner or in the top 3 for the Kayak Adventure Series, we're going to hold off and presenting it loudly in the checks, just so that we don't ruin anything that the Kayak Adventure and Drew and them have for that ceremony. We don't want to ruin the surprise of that accomplishment there. So I'm going to be I'm going to be talking with Drew there, making sure that we're squared away and we don't ruin any of those surprises on who's in the top there for that event. So just sit tight and bear with us here. We're going to have a lot of fun. So Perez, Josh, what questions do you have? Where can we get the info for just Harris? Again, I just said Harris is going to be lines in. I know Sean Spears just posted yesterday all of the eligible launches and the boundaries for the Harris event. So it's pretty straightforward. Main Lake. That's the only eligible body of water for Harris. Lines in for Harris is 6:30. Lines out is, or lines in, excuse me, is at 7. Lines out is at 3. Launch is at 6:30. Same as any other FKBT event. Is how that's going to be ran. So there's not much more information than that you're going to need. So if you're just fishing Harris, Josh, You can launch at 6:30, lines in at 7, lines out at 3. Last photo submission is at 4:15. The award ceremony is going to be at 5 at the Riley Arts Center. The address is in our tournament description on the Fishing Chaos tournament dashboard. Hopefully that answered your question there. The code for Harris is going to be released tomorrow at 7 p.m. Again, the code and everything's going to be there. Make sure it's in the photo. You should be good to go. Um, Again, safety stuff. Make sure that you guys are wearing your life jackets. You have your flags, navigation lights, 360 white light at the back. Make sure that all of the same safety items in which we cover for every single one of our events so far this year is being met. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns in regards to that, you can contact me directly at 318-518-2758, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. I'm not sure if Todd is going to be down at Harris. I will not be on Harris. I will be up in the Ocala region just so that I can be close to the Riley Arts Center for the award ceremony and everything that's going on there. So I will not be at Harris on Saturday. I'll reach out to Todd and see if he is. But I think everybody else is going to be up in the Ocala area. So again, just reach out to us and let us know if you have any questions there. Utilizing the overlay that Sean had for Harris that he posted, it is pinned on our Florida Kayak Bass Trail official page. Um, so if you have any questions on boundaries or eligible launches, if it's a public launch, you can use it. If you got to pay at the ramp, if it's pay to launch, you're free to use it. As long as it is a public boat ramp, you are good to go. One thing I would be very mindful of there in on Harris Lake is the boat traffic. Make sure you're squared away with the airboats, jet skis, boats. Just keep your head on a swivel there. It is fairly busy lake in regards to boat traffic, especially right now. With a lot of the major boat series that just left there. I'm sure that place is getting beat up pretty bad right now with tournaments and whatnot. So just be smart, have your head on a swivel, and if you have any problems, just let me know. Um, just to clarify, the tournament identifier for Ocalapalooza works for our tournament, right? Yes. Ocalapalooza identifier and the FKBT identifier are the two eligible ID cards for this event. The codes are going to be the same. Day 2 code is for Ocalapalooza is going to be the same code for the Harris event, so it's going to be the same code. And both car ID cards are eligible to be submitted. No need for both. I would highly encourage you guys, just if you're fishing Ocalapalooza, just to have the Ocalapalooza identifier card in the photo with with the correct code. Make it as simple as possible. Um, Again, if you're fishing the Ocalapalooza event, the Kayak Adventure Series rules, make sure you're familiar with those. They can be found on the website there. Those are what you're going to be following for that Saturday on Friday and Saturday event. So any questions, comments, or concerns with that, you're going to have to go directly with Drew. We are just allowing you guys to have a free AOY event here as an opportunity to make some ground potentially. We will be paying out big bass for the Harris Ocalapalooza joint event. So if you paid and registered for the free AOY event on the Ocalapalooza / Harris on Fishing Chaos, you paid the $25 registration for big bass. We are going to be paying out big bass check for this event. We do have some prizes that we're going to give away at for first, second, and third. And then Big Bass, first, second, and third are going to get checks. Big Bass is going to get a check and some cash as well. And then we're not going to do anything too crazy with giveaways because we've already had our event this year, not this year, this month. So again, first, second, and third is going to get some prizes. Big Bass is going to get their checks. And then we're going to go really just focus in on the Kayak Adventure Series and their award ceremonies and everything that they got going on there. Toyota Series, I believe, is on the St. John's, Frizzy. Um, I think the Elite Series is Toyota Series might be on the Harris chain. I know the Elite Series is on the St. John's, and MLF is out of here. I'm not sure where they're at right now, but again, if you have any questions, I think I hit everything. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to me. We're about to head out of here and head up to the registration and check in there. We're going to be hanging out, so come by and see me. Again, if you're watching this after the fact, I just popped on here. Make sure that you drop your name in the comment section below so that you receive the credit for the captain's meeting for the Harris event in the Ocalapalooza stuff. Just make sure you guys are squared away, okay? I appreciate you guys. If you have anything, again, I'm here. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm just looking to see if there's any questions on the comment sections. Don't see anything too crazy. Hold on. Oop, I'm here. Hold on a second. I did have someone reached out to me and had a question on Messenger. So let me check that out real quick. I want to go make sure I answered everything. Uh, no, it was here. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. Yep. So I also published the need to know briefing for Drew Gregory on our Florida Kayak Bass Trail official page yesterday. If you guys haven't signed up for that, please get signed up. We're at 61 anglers. Let's continue to get signed up. If you if you can't afford the individual $175 angler or 175 an angler, you guys can sign up as a two-man team, and it's $75 per angler for the team. So that's a pretty cool, way to get in there. It's a two-man team. You guys can sign up and compete for 75 bucks and each for the team series. Last time I looked, I think there's like 10 or 11 teams signed up. So that's a pretty, solid way to get some money and walk away with some points there for that. So the Ocalapalooza event has a lot of opportunity for you guys to walk away with some bonus bucks and some cash there. So this is a national trail, so this could put you on the map there if you walk away with a big win. We got some big names that are competing, coming down to Florida to compete. So make sure you guys uphold all the sportsmanship that we have that we require here in our club. Make sure that you guys are squared away with that. Don't be cutting people off, and just be cognizant of your surroundings, and just showcase that sportsmanship that we've known to do. The Kayak Adventure Series is gracious enough to allow us to join them. So hopefully we someone here goes home with a win. We kept two blue trophies in the state of Florida. Can we keep some more? Um, Hold on. Was there an answer for this? Just hopped on. I'm not sure. Seth Taylor, you're watching. What are you asking as far as was there an answer for this? I don't see your question. If you can drop it in the comment section below. Okay. I don't see it. I'll wait a second, Seth. I'm not seeing your comment, so about what your question is. So but yeah, thanks, Drew. Thank you, Drew. Yeah, identifier is the same. Again, Ocalapalooza, you can use I highly encourage you guys to use the Kayak Adventure Series identifier card, and the code is going to be the same. Day two code is going to be the same for our Harris folks that are fishing just the Harris FKBT Angler of the Year points deal. So yes, identifier is the same. You could have Kayak Adventure Series is going to be approved for if you guys are signed up for the Harris. However, the FKBT identifier is not going to be authorized for the Kayak Adventure Series. So if you just have the FKBT identifier in the picture and you don't have the Kayak Adventure Series ones, Drew and their judges are not going to approve those fish submissions. So that's why I would say just if you're fishing Ocalapalooza, just have the Kayak Adventure Series one in the photo, and you're going to be good to go for both tournaments. And for those that are just fishing Harris and the free event, the FKBT identifier is going to be just perfect for you guys. Big thing that I did notice is the last tournament was hand placement, blurry photos, and mouth cracks. There was a lot of fish submissions that had mouth cracked. There were some deductions there that I saw. And then hand placements and just overall clarity of the photos. Make sure you guys are taking your time, taking the proper photos and proper hand placements in regards to that, and you guys should be good to go. But yeah, pending any other questions, again, we're right at 25 minutes. I think I addressed everything that I needed to in regards to both tournaments. So if you guys have any questions, reach out to me directly, and I will make sure to get you guys squared away in regards to that. All right. Again, be safe driving up to Ocala this weekend or this evening or this weekend, and we look forward to seeing you guys out on the water. Be safe, tight lines, and we'll see you guys Saturday evening. All right.